Hello and welcome back to Miniature Muse, where we are finally finishing the deck today. Woohoo! Let's get started.
Okay, so this is the side deck, and I finally put some wood on the front and figured out what to do with the lights. So somewhere over here is a light cover that I seem to have gotten paint on, so I might have to redo that. I think I just have to clean that up, but it's a little light cover, and it's gonna go right in here because I finally figured that out. I don't know how I got paint on it. I do know how I got paint on it, but I want to show you what I'm gonna use, my little mini drill pen. This thing is awesome. I had a terrible drill before, and this one actually works. So it comes in a couple of different colors. I got it in blue. I almost got it in pink, but the pink one was more expensive, and I was just being cheap. I didn't really need a particular color. So let me show you how it works, and then I'm gonna drill the holes in. So you can see that I marked here and over here. I marked holes for where I'm going to put the lights. So it has this little Allen wrench right in it on the bottom so you don't lose it. But then it came with all these other like pieces to it. Now I have not used like any of these other pieces yet, but I know this is what locks these on, but I'm going to give that a try one of these days for some reason. Maybe to drill or to put a groove in something. Maybe when I go to run wires, it might help. But for today, I'm just gonna use a small drill bit. Now, I don't need a super wide one, so I'm gonna use this one. And it is so simple. The thing I like about this most is the last one I had did not lock anything in. Like the drill bits it came with kept popping out. And this one, all you have to do is, it has a very good tight, if I can get that in here, it's a very nice tight close. Here we go. See that? So, and you just spin it so it's tight on the one side. It's tight. Then you take it to the other side, and you do the same thing. Just gonna hold that. There you go. And it's nice and tight in there. The last one I had, tight was not it. So, I'm just going to, I had not played with everything on here, so I have no idea what these other things do, but it is chargeable. But it came with the battery, with the charge already in it, so that was good. So anyway, turn it on, you hear that buzzing, and then we just make sure we aim straight. So hopefully I can capture this okay on camera. Okay, here we go. It took me a minute. You can see the hole went through. So I'm gonna make sure I scrape that off. Okay, so I'm gonna get in there and scrape that off so it's not showing, but oh, I just have to find the lights I'm going to put in there and then run them. I have all the lights for the fences all ready to go. So I need 3 on the left side and 2 on the right, because the third panel on there is actually up on the porch, and so that side of the yard is a lot smaller. I designed them myself. I designed and printed these lights. I used references on the internet because I really wanted something modern. Okay, so this is the back of the light, and it has 2 holes just because of the way that the light, I just figured this needed to be separate. I don't know why it needs to be separated, but in my mind, in my mind it needs to be separated. So I'm gonna just, really doesn't matter which side is up or down, because the back is just gonna be glued over. So yeah, I thought this made sense to hold the light in. So I did 2 holes that I put in there. And then I have two pieces to the light that I have to glue on. So this piece goes on here because we have the light cover. And then the light on top. Now, I have to make sure that I run all the wires through, and I waited to put the holes in after I saw where the wires fell against the fence area. I would probably not use these again because they just should have been a little bit longer, and so that ended up causing me problems with trying to put the lights together. But these are the mini trees, so I'm going to cut them down a little bit because I think they're too high and they do look like a tree, but they could look like a tall bush. I have some like this in my yard. Anyway, I need to figure out how I was going to stand them up. So what I decided to do was design a stand. So I kind of measured the circumference because I want all three to stand along the side. And then I put them right here on this pre-planned 3 holes. I spaced them apart and then glued them down, and now I'm going to put this foliage cluster on that I got at Hobby Lobby to cover up the black and make it look like it belongs there. Keep this from moving, I put it on top of like a cut down disposable tablecloth. As you can see, I just rolled piece of tape in order to hold it down so it wouldn't move, and then I'm going to be able to take like some tacky glue and then stick the foliage on and press it down and hope that it holds as best I can. So I did not do the best planning with what I was going to do with the wires once they got to the other side of the fence, but I got them there. And as you can see, my bushes came out pretty good. I'm using those little sticky dots to try to hold them up instead of some permanent glue in case I need to remove them easily. So I thought I was done designing things, and then I realized I needed to have some kind of flower bed area because I wasn't thrilled with trying to stick it into foliage, and I decided this would fit right in front of the deck. So I designed this. It's just 3 layers of the same shape, just made a little bit smaller with a hole in it. And then I went out to try to figure out how I was going to actually get them to stay in there without gluing them down because they don't have very long roots in these flowers. So as I'm trying to figure out what to use, I realized the bushes, which I actually like, they're little small bushes, but they are too wide because they'll push through the back. They're not flat, I guess, or thin enough. And I really want this to sit flush up against the deck, so I'm gonna have to put those to the side for another time because that's not gonna work out right here in this big area. Or I'm sorry, the small area. It's not really big, but so those had to go. Anyway, then I had to figure out what I was going to do with the other flowers, and I like a little bit of a balance. I thought this one was going to be okay, but just to figure out if I was going to like squish it up. So anyway, I did all of that. And then came picking the rocks. Now, I really wanted to do dirt, but I did not want to go get coffee grounds and do drying and all that stuff. So then I was like, oh, I'll get rocks. So these were the smallest ones I could find at Hobby Lobby, and it was expensive. And I only need, you can see that little tiny bit to go in there. And so I brought them home anyway because I wasn't sure if I was going to find a better option. But the rocks can work for something, or I'm just going to take them back. Anyway, I found this other option which are smaller, like rocks, pebbles, or whatever. It's called ballast at Hobby Lobby. And I thought, you know what, this might fit even better because those other rocks might get like not be able to get into the corners. So I read through it on, I don't know, it's like railroading stuff or whatever. I'm not even sure what ballast is. Maybe I'll look it up one day. Don't really care. I just care that it's going to go in there. So I'm gonna put that in there, and I'm hope that they stay in there because I don't want to really glue anything down. And I thought about like sticking some foam in there, but then changed my mind about that. And then this is the point at which I had to start stressing over exactly how I was going to fit the flowers in.
in a color balance because I don't like a color pool. And you when I say color pool, like if you put red all on one side, your eyes might be drawn only to the red, or some one color of yellow and you've got several colors. I don't know. I think there's a balance of brightness against something that's a little less bright color. So if I've got 2 yellow flowers, I'm not putting both yellow flowers together. It's just me. And then also there's the size balance, right? If there's a center for me, I need it to like go down on both sides so it looks equal. It may be my own cray, but that's what I'm trying to do. I finally figured out what the balance was going to be, which you see how I separated the red and then the yellow on either side of the pink. This is what I decided to go with. I had to keep trying to put the rocks back in there. That was not easy. But in the end, I mean, I got everything in there and I got it to stand up. So it is going to work out. And finally, here we are, the finished product. I am so proud of myself. I finally got the colors right too for the paver so that they were there, muted, but not matching, but like going with the design, but not taking up too much space. Yeah, anyway, I have this giant, huge piece of grass I've been carrying around for years and I only needed to use a little of it, but that's okay. I've got some other house stuff I need to do. The only thing I'm not too happy about is one of the lights on the stairs. All that stressing over me and the lights on the stairs, I'm going to have to figure out how to fix it. But you know what? It's a minute little thing. The deck is together and it's ready and I'm ready to start putting things on it. I should have known better than to pick out scale that was going to be a little too big and still try to match it, but I got as close as I could in creating these cushions and I still think it looks good. So I wanted this to kind of look like one piece, but I wasn't going to be able to print it in one piece. And then even after I printed it, I'm debating whether I want to glue it together because you never know when I'm going to change my mind and update what's in the middle or the side chairs without having to reprint everything. So they're just going to have to look like they belong together. This is a side table that I threw together because I needed it in the corner. And I mean, people need a place to put their drinks and their plates and what else over there on the side. If you're sitting on the little like chase loungy type of item that's going to go over on the corner. And I wanted to make them look cohesive but like opposite, which is why like the like pillows are up there matching the like the seat cushions on the chairs. So I want it to look together but not too matchy, if that makes sense. But I like the colors that I picked to put over here. I think it looks good together. Yeah, so now we'll go to like the musical interlude while you just watch me stick stuff here on the deck. I was so excited to just light it all up. Look at those lights just shining. Everything came together great. And one day I may change those cushions out. Who knows? I'm always changing my mind about stuff. I'll see a new pattern that I love and put it on there. But for now, I love it. I love that I found those way to create those little chairs with the pull-out ottomans. I think that is so cute. Yeah, yeah. This is the deck. And now that I've given you the video tour 3 different ways, I just want to say thank you for stopping by and going through this journey with me that we've completed so we can move on to the next project. And I hope that you continue to be inspired by the little things. Thank you so much. And yeah, stick around for the outro. See you next time.